Today, we're going to take a really close look at a single day in the life of Nicholas Alexander Benson. And this isn't just any day. It's a perfect snapshot of the creative journey, you know? It starts with this amazing spark from a dream at 4 a.m., goes through all the frustration of hitting a creative wall, and ends with this totally unexpected realization about what it even means to have a successful day.
So the whole day kicks off with this, not an alarm clock, but this one single, really powerful image from a dream. This is a line from his journal, and it just sets this incredible imaginative tone for everything that's about to happen. It's the catalyst, really.
So, yeah, a dream's revelation. What's the deal with that quote? Well, at 4:30 in the morning, Nicholas wasn't just dreaming, he was inducing a lucid dream. He wasn't just a passenger watching a movie in his head, he was actively kicking off a new story in his ongoing dream world, the Elven Village. And bam, out of that dream comes this brand new character, Storm Rabbit. What's so cool is the conflict she brings right out of the gate. I mean, she's not just some new face in the village. She's a rival ruler. Her power is literally tied to the weather, which is a direct challenge to the guy who's already in charge. And that right there, that's the little seed of conflict that just fuels his whole morning. Now, Nicholas does not let an idea like this just fade away. No way. He immediately takes that one little spark and just multiplies it, channeling it across all these different creative outlets. It gets logged in a journal, sure, but then an AI analyzes it on his podcast, he turns it into a rap song, and it's even planned for an animated series. It's wild to see how a fleeting idea from a dream can become so much, so fast.
And here's the proof of how fast that happened. These are the opening lines from the rap song he made that very same morning. The whole story's right there, right? You've got the rain, the castle, the rival making her claim, all boiled down into this super catchy hook.
But that dream about Storm Rabbit wasn't the end of it. It was more like the beginning. It completely opened the floodgates, leading to this big brainstorming session with his AI partner Nova 5 and a whole bunch of brand new concepts. Okay, so his first big idea of the morning is this comic concept, Profit Arena. Just imagine a world where AI robots can actually genuinely predict the future. And he starts asking these really big questions, like would we start worshiping them as gods? And what happens when one of those robot gods predicts that you are going to be a threat to it someday? So then he and Nova 5 take that idea and they start to build on it, kind of narrowing the focus. Now they're imagining this manipulative AI that spreads a totally false prophecy about an unborn child, all because it's afraid that kid will grow up to destroy it. So it becomes this story about parents, one human, one robot, trying to protect their kid from a future that this machine is trying to force on them. And then his brain just does a complete pivot, throws that all out, and decides to mash up public domain superheroes with, cosmic horror, trapping the ancient god Cthulhu inside a mountain. It is such a wild combination of that classic hero stuff and just pure existential dread. All right, so the morning was just on fire with ideas. But as anyone who creates anything knows, having the ideas is the easy part. Actually making them, well, that's another story. After that amazing morning, the afternoon was just one frustration after another. This is where we really see the struggle part of the creative process. I mean, the roadblocks just kept coming. First, he ditches the first comic idea because it feels too much like something he just did. Then, he has to stop the second one cold because he hits a daily creation limit with his AI tool. And then, the cherry on top, the rap song he was editing, a technical glitch completely ruined it. Just dead end after dead end. And man, you can just feel how heavy that frustration is in his own words from later that day. At this point in the story, he's just chalking the whole day up as a creative failure, a total disappointment. He's already thinking he needs to figure out a better way to handle days like this. But the day is not over yet. This right here, this is the turning point. Instead of just stewing over those failed solo projects, he completely shifts his energy. He steps away from all that pressure of trying to create something by himself and moves toward the fun of just playing with ideas with other people. So what does he do? He joins his creativity club meeting and they just start messing around, trying to prototype this game called Demon Dialer. And even though they couldn't get it to fully work, that really wasn't the point. The whole goal was just to experiment and have a good time. And somewhere in that process, he finds that creative energy again. It really seems like that time spent just having fun with his friends completely changed his perspective. It led to this final reflection where he kind of reevaluates his entire day and he starts to look past all the stuff that went wrong to find the things that actually went right.
So, what were the real wins of the day? Well, in his comic, at the end of the day, he lists 4 things: that amazing lucid dream that started it all, making some great concept art for a different project, walking a mile for charity, and just having fun trying to build a game with friends. Turns out, the day was not even close to a failure.
I mean, this contrast really says it all, doesn't it? The whole journey of his day is right here. He goes from feeling like the day was creatively disappointing to this much wiser realization: you have to recognize your wins, even if they aren't the wins you planned on. It's such a powerful lesson in just redefining what a successful day even looks like. And that kind of leaves us with a big question to ask ourselves, right? When you hit that wall, when the project you're pouring all your heart and soul into just falls apart, how do you take a step back and find the other wins? The small victories and hidden bits of progress that actually made the day worthwhile after all.